This was not darkness. It was the absence of the need for light.
Silence was not quiet. It was everything.
Nothing moved, because nothing needed to.
Existence had not yet learned how to exist.
There was presence, but no one to call it that.
Nothing was missing.
The void was complete, without knowing it was complete. Time had not learned how to pass.
Potential slept without dreams.
Even possibility had not spoken yet.
There was no question, so no answer appeared. Awareness had not discovered itself. Nothing observed, and nothing was observed.
This was not emptiness. It was origin without name.
Creation had not yet considered itself. Nothing waited, because waiting did not exist.
The universe had not learned how to begin.
This was before even the idea of light.
And still, nothing was missing.
Still silent, but no longer neutral.
Even nothing can feel strange.
The first imbalance did not make a sound.
Something was almost about to happen.
Tension is how beginnings learn to exist.
There was no spark, only leaning.
Nothing broke the silence. It bent it.
The universe practiced becoming. Still no light, but no longer absence.
Difference was learning how to exist. This was the first pressure of becoming.
Nothing was created, but nothing was the same.
The void noticed itself. Awareness began without a witness. This was not birth, only preparation. The universe inhaled,
And still, nothing emerged. The void began to move without moving.
This was motion before direction.
Nothing arrived, but something repeated. Rhythm existed before time.
The universe learned how to pulse.
This was movement without intent.
Becoming repeated itself. Difference learned how to travel.
Nothing changed, and yet everything shifted. The void remembered how to move. Motion became familiar.
This was breath before air. Repetition shaped presence.
Nothing rushed. This was harmony without sound.
The universe practiced continuity. Movement learned patience. This was flow before force.
Nothing emerged, but something stabilized. And still, light had not begun.
Silence learned how to deepen.
Depth existed before distance. Nothing fell, yet everything descended. The void grew vertical.
Here, depth replaced movement. Silence became spacious. There was no bottom to reach. Space learned how to sink.
Depth held everything. Nothing needed to move anymore.
Depth.
Distance had no meaning here.
Silence held space open.
Nothing resisted the fall. This was not emptiness. It was depth. Depth had no end. Here, nothing escaped.
everything rested.
Depth watched itself.
And nothing needed to emerge. Memory appeared without a mind.
Nothing remembered, yet something remained.
This was memory without owner.
Nothing recalled, but nothing vanished.
This was remembrance before thought. Memory formed without intention. Nothing tried to remember.
Yet something stayed.
Memory existed without past.
This was memory without story.
No one remembered. Yet nothing was lost.
Traces remained without witness.
Memory learned how to stay.
Nothing tried to recall. Yet presence accumulated.
This was memory before meaning.
Nada pidió ser recordado.
But nothing disappeared.
Memory existed before mind.
The universe was never outside. It was always within.
Expansion is not movement. It is remembering. There is no path, only unfolding. Horizon exists only for those who seek distance. To expand is also to return.
Form dissolves when truth flows freely.
Depth is born from layered awareness. Direction disappears when presence remains.
There was never a boundary to cross.
Infinity becomes gentle when fully accepted.
There is no inside and no outside. What you feel shapes what you see. The world is born from perception. Every movement begins within.
narration was an illusion.
When the mind rests, space listens.
Creation breathed through you. Reality follows awareness. Light awakens, and in awakening, it knows.
Awareness turns inward, and light becomes witness.
There is no direction now, only knowing.
Form arises when awareness pauses.
You are not seeing light. Light is seeing.
When light dreams, reality listens.
Feeling is light's first language.
There is no one here to watch.
This is awareness without effort.
Light remembers itself.
When light awakens, space begins to listen. Consciousness does not occupy space, it becomes it. Awareness has merry layers, yet no center.
Thought moves without distance.
Emptiness is not void, it is presence. Awareness flows where form dissolves.
There is no edge to awareness.
Unity is not compression, it is clarity. Awareness rests, yet never sleeps. Reality does not break, it becomes lighter.
Form fades when vibration speaks.
Existence is not solid, it is rhythm. When reality thins, truth resonates. Nothing is lost, it only vibrates differently. Here, being is vibration. Presence is a frequency, not a place. Reality listens to itself. Unity is vibration without form.
When reality thins completely, only vibration remains. Form was never real. It was only remembered.
When vibration ends, awareness remains.
Nothing moves. Nothing needs to.
There is no center to awareness.
When nothing blocks, everything is known.
There was never an observer.
Silence is not empty. It is complete.
Nothing needs to mean anything.
Knowing does not require thought.
This is what remains.
When movement ends, truth begins.
Stillness is not empty. It is complete. Nothing moves, yet everything is known.
Silence is the final language.
Here, light no longer shines. It simply is.
Awareness does not observe. It remains.
Balance is the end of becoming.
Nothing remains, and nothing is missing.
This is not an end. It is the ground.
Nothing needs to appear anymore.
When all movement rests, what remains is not emptiness, but clarity.
Stillness is not the end of motion, but its deepest form. Here, nothing happens, and everything is known.
Without direction, there is no distance.
Awareness does not move, it allows.
When there is nothing to see, seeing remains.
This is not absence. This is prior. Before light and dark, there is knowing.
Nothing needs to happen anymore.
This is complete.
Stillness is not empty. It is complete.
What moves now does not travel.
Form is a whisper of recognition.
Presence needs no name. Nothing begins. Nothing ends.
Awareness does not observe. It is.
Clarity is the final miracle.
This is what remains.
Expression will come without a speaker.
And now, there is room.
Light returns, but no one returns with it.
There is movement, yet no mover.
Nothing observes, yet all is known.
Form appears and forgets itself. Arrival happens without a place. Expression remains, even when the self is gone. This is not emptiness, it is rest. Nothing was lost, nothing was gained. This was never a journey.
Only light, being like light.